Welcome back, Justin here in the Dutch tropics. It's pretty warm outside for this time of year, about 12 or 13 degrees I guess. We've had a lot of rain the last couple of months. It hasn't really stopped that much, so pretty miserable, but got a little bit of sun, almost sun today. It's been pretty rare lately, and this is one of the cattleyas has opened up. RLC Singing Scarlet Cherry is the clonal name. A beautiful cattleya hybrid with really beautiful colouring and texture. It's also fragrant. It's kind of a perfume, a little bit of a weird one, not the nicest fragrance, but not really unpleasant either, I would say. But this is a very vigorous plant. It's the first time blooming. I've had it for a couple of years. Tried to bloom last year, but I accidentally knocked the buds off last year. But you can see the growth there. It's come along in leaps and bounds, and it's a very forgiving, tolerant hybrid, easy to grow for me at least. And yeah, it's first blooming, a lovely dark flower on this one. And next to that, this is just a garden centre Dendrobium phalaenopsis, which I got a few years ago. And yeah, it's come along pretty well. Keep it very moist. That seems to be the trick with these ones. Moist, warm, sun. Then you should be able to grow it. The ones from the garden centre, they're not too challenging. And next to that, another garden centre beauty. Also flowering for the second time, Dancing Lady Oncidium. And further along, this is my Philippinensis, Paphiopedilum Philippinensis robelinii. It's fully open now. I don't think it will develop much from here. The pouch might go a little bit more golden yellow. That's what I recall from last time. But, yeah, it's developing into a nice clump. This is another recent acquisition from Wichmann Orchidee in Germany. Haven't bought from them for a couple of years. The reason being that their shipping costs have become quite outrageous, I think. 39 euros to ship a couple of 100 kilometers across the border from Germany. So whatever, they don't want too many customers outside of Germany, or they don't need them, I suppose. I don't know. But I did manage to put together a nice little haul there, and I got this one in bloom. So this is a really nice odontoglossum hybrid with Rhincostale victoniensis in it. And yeah, the colour and the patterns are very nice. These are really well-grown plants. So really happy to receive this, and hoping that I'll be able to keep it going in the right direction. It's usually when you receive a plant like this, it's exuberantly flowering. They've been kind of pumped up for sale by commercial growers. They know exactly how to get the best yield from their crop. But once they come into the home conditions, it can take them a while to adjust. Yeah, this one might be one to go into the garden over summer. We'll have to keep an eye on it, see how it goes. Probably put it into the greenhouse over winter. It's a bit more humid. These oncidiums, odontoglossum actually, which are now also known as oncidium, confusingly, but I still think it's useful to make the distinction, because they are cooler growing than the oncidiums usually, and a little bit, requiring a bit more humidity as well. I think they're really from the mountains in South America, but really beautiful hybrid, so happy with that one. The other one which is in bloom at the moment is this very beautiful Tillandsia araucae, something like that, the name, if you can try to read it there, but I can't make that much out of it. But yeah, so they've had this one for a few years, and this is the second time it's bloomed. Very slow growing, these tillandsias, and I just recently discovered that the Utrecht Botanical Gardens, which is just 10-minute drive from where I live, has a world-renowned collection of tillandsias from all over the world. Well, from where they come, which is Latin America, Central America, South America. But yeah, they've got a very big collection of tillandsias there, and I saw on one of the YouTube channels, the curator there was explaining how slow growing some of these tillandsias are. So it even puts slow growing orchids to shame, but you could be looking at decades to get to blooming size or mature size with some of those tillandsias. But this one is obviously a bit easier growing than that. But yeah, I do like these tillandsias, especially the compact ones. Don't take up too much room. It's nice to have a couple of them in the collection.